All right, so let's get back to the Super Bowl a little bit. Let's talk about, the two headliners. We got Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT versus the best player in the league. I know y'all are a little bit old school guys like myself. How do y'all feel about using the term GOAT to describe multiple people in the same industry? I hate it. There can only be one GOAT.
I hate it when they're talking about multiple people in the same industry. I hate when they're talking about, oh, well, he's the GOAT of the 90s and this guy's the GOAT of the 2000s. Kind of like the Michael Jordan, LeBron James kind of argument. No, greatest of all time means you're the greatest of all time, not the greatest of a specific decade. I don't know why people can't get that distinction through their heads, but it is what it is. What was that?
Participation trophies.
Yeah, that's our culture these days. But with football specifically, Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, and until he's no longer the greatest of all time, you can't say like, oh well, Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT of this generation. It's either you're the GOAT or you're not.
Right. I've heard a lot of people say that Tom Brady may be the GOAT, but Patrick Mahomes is more talented. I think that's yet to be determined. I mean, yeah, he's doing great right now. He's won an MVP, Super Bowl MVP. His career is not over. Some crazy thing might happen to him and he just completely falls off. He's got to play till he's 43 years old and win 6 Super Bowls to be more talented than Tom Brady, in my opinion.
I will say if he would have to, that would get me into the more accolades, because if we're looking at just talent, like throwing ability, mobility, and stuff like that, I think Mahomes has more raw talent. But there are a lot of quarterbacks who have more raw talent than Tom Brady. What Tom Brady has done is maximize his talent for a longer period than anybody else. Like he's been a top quarterback in the league since, let's just say, around about 04, 05-ish, if my memory serves me correctly. And outside of his last 2 years in New England, it's been fucking amazing. Like 13, 14 years of just pure dominance. Absolutely. But I think that if Mahomes can continue at the rate that he's at, and it's going to be weird though, because generationally we're throwing the ball more, so he's going to have more. If he plays, I say 15, 17 years, he will have better numbers than Tom Brady, but I don't know if he will have the winning. I don't know if he'll have the culture behind him that Brady had, because I love Patrick Mahomes, but I think Patrick Mahomes is just like the 18 Warriors. It's not only do you have this great talent together, it's also the perfect fit of talent that creates mismatches that aren't normal in the game, because Tyreek Hill is not Tyreek Hill if he has a noodle arm quarterback. It works because he has a quarterback with a cannon. Patrick gets to use his cannon because he has Tyreek, who's the fastest person in the league. Then he has Kelsey underneath, and he has Sammy Watkins, and he has Robinson, and so on and so forth,
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah. I've long said, take Patrick Mahomes and stick him on the Lions, stick him on the Jets, and then tell me what kind of quarterback you have. Do you have the baby goat there? I don't think so.
I think you have Justin Herbert.
Yeah, exactly.
A good quarterback. You have Phillip Rivers, a good quarterback on a bad team. That's all you have. You hit the nail on the head. It's a perfect storm for him in Kansas City.